Hi there, my name's Amy. This is Jack. We just wanted to introduce you to what we now call our Feel Good Mind, Body, Soul Challenge, or commitment, actually.
For the next 30 days.
That's right.
But who knows, we may go longer.
We probably will. So the reason we even decided to start this is because we realized, we're self-development, self-growth junkies, if you want to call it that. We're all about getting better and expanding our knowledge, our awareness, our consciousness.
And the big shift, sorry to interrupt, but the big shift was when COVID hit and when we had to we were kind of sequestered at home, and we noticed, wow, like a lot of people were having bad experiences, but we were having like the best experience ever, and we were getting like better in so many different areas of our life.
Family life, relationship, personal life, stress management, mind, body, and soul. And so we've been experimenting with different things related to mind, body, and soul for a while, all our life really, but especially since COVID happened. And we wanted to now hold ourselves more accountable to what we're doing on a daily basis to manage our energy levels, our energy in general, and in those three fields, in mind and body and in soul. And those things have really helped us feel good, and we want to share our journey with you.
And that's what this channel is obviously about. It's about feeling good. So for mind, why don't you start? What are you going to be doing for mind over the next 30
mind
days?
is all about quieting your mind and really giving it a break so that you can stop all that relentless chatter that happens for so many of us. So for mind, it's all about meditation for me. Meditation allows me to quiet the mind, tune into my heart actually. It gives my mind kind of a break from that survival mode, that fight or flight stress response.
And for me, it's kind of the same thing. Meditation for me, meditation is defined as to become familiar with. And I found I suffer or have suffered in the past from anxiety. And I find that meditation was really helping me because it was allowing me to become more aware of my emotions when I was awake and my thoughts when I was awake. And so for me, for the next 30 days, I'm going to be doing a 30-minute daily minimum meditation. I might do one in the morning, might at night. This is minimum, by the way. So I think I'm going to be doing more than that.
Well, you love meditating anyways.
Exactly.
It's like once you start, you realize all the benefits that come from that with the rest of your day. And so meditation kind of becomes a bit of a habit, which is an amazing habit to have. So mine is also minimum 30 minutes a day. But really for me, I don't like pressuring myself so much with specific goals and objectives. So meditating once a day is really important for me.
And so for the next part was body. I have a little list here, so it's long. So I for the next 30 days, probably longer, I've signed up for a coaching program with a guy named John Schaefer, who I've used in the past. It's a very simple process. Anything I eat, I have to photograph and send to him by text. And then what that does is, because I need to be held accountable, it allows me to see what I'm eating daily. I've got a limit of anywhere between 2160 to 2280 in calories a day. I only have carbs once a day, so I'm not cutting everything off. I'm still able to indulge and enjoy. I do intermittent fast anyway, so it's really good because I can save up my calories, or with a law of averages, I can use calories when I really want to. Let's say I'm going out for your mom's birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the big thing for me is also, I think for everybody, should be protein. So I'm trying to hit my goal weight times 0.6 grams of protein, which works out to be 108 to 114 grams of protein per day, using shakes, real protein, or anything else that I need. I'm working out a minimum of 3 times per week. I'm walking a minimum of 10,000 steps per day. And then I'm drinking a ton of water. So I'm drinking like 1.5 to 2 liters of water a day. I usually use lemon and salt in my water. I've made a pledge to do yoga once a week, even if it's just for 15 minutes, or some kind of stretching. And I'll do a bi-weekly or a weekly weigh-in once a week.
So that's an extensive list.
Yeah.
Jack
But
has
I need
really
that,
specific
yeah.
goals. Yeah, and everybody's different, right? So it's really important to acknowledge who you are and what works for you, and not just what works for the masses and what works on the media and what works for everybody else. So that's really important for Jack, and I think he's going to do an amazing job of sticking to that or as adhering to it as best as he can. For me, Those specific goals don't work so well with me. I mean, it comes down to who I am and what works best for me. So for me, I'm holding myself accountable to working out at least 2 times a week, hopefully more, but 2 times is what I can commit to for sure. Walking every day. So it doesn't matter how long I go for a walk. I just have to go for a walk every day. Usually my walks are about 30 minutes to an hour anyhow. Getting outside. And ideally, I would really like to quit sugar or cut it down dramatically. I love my sugar, and I definitely need to eat healthier, more energetic, vibrant foods. So just wanted to eat more real foods and less processed food. That's big for me. Of course, drinking water, not holding myself accountable to a specific amount, but really my focus is on what I'm taking into my body in terms of food. That's my main goal.
Okay, and then for the last one, I'll keep it short and sweet. It's soul, and
that can be complicated for people.
So we've adapted kind of like a Bashar practice. You can look it up, but basically it's chasing, or not chasing, but doing your what is it?
Do what brings you joy.
Yeah.
For as long as it brings you joy in the best way, in the best capacity that you can.
And that's not, it doesn't have to be so difficult. It could be like, if the only thing that can bring you joy right now because of financial constraint or limitations is going for a walk or working out or doing something that brings you joy. Maybe it's like talking to a friend. It could be simple things like that. And so that's what we'll be doing. I make a list of 5 and I try to hit 1 or 2 every day. That could be spending time with my son. That could be working out with my daughter. That could be going on a date with Amy and enjoying,
Yeah, just doing something that actually like what brings you, and it doesn't even have to be joy, Some people can't even fathom what joy is.
It says, well, I think he uses
your most excitement.
Greatest excitement.
Out of the options you have available to you right now, what brings you the most excitement? What is most exciting for you to do? Do that until you can no longer do that. Do it with no insistence on any expectation or outcome. And then when you're tired of that, do something else. So basically do something that your heart loves or wants to do. So for example, when I'm cleaning the house, I put on my headphones and listen to music at the same time. And I allow my body to move. I love dancing. So that would bring me joy. So imagine that. Cleaning the house actually now brings me joy. That's exciting for me. Or at least if I'm going to have to do something, or I know I need to do something, how can I enhance it by bringing something else that brings me passion into that experience? And that's really what it's all about. Soul is about allowing yourself to play, to have fun doing something that you like.
And then the one thing that I've added onto mine is just to practice daily when I'm awake, when I'm not meditating, when I'm moving around, to be more thankful. So to be thankful of taking a shower and feeling the heat on me, or to be thankful of spending time with my family, and just thankful for a meal. And because the more you practice thankfulness or gratitude or appreciation, I personally believe the better your life will be. And so that's what I think I'm doing for soul. I know you do that all the time.
I do that all the time. Yeah. It's easy to appreciate, especially if you start with like anything that's non-resistant, like nature or like animals. Those are usually non-resistant. And you can find real appreciation for those easily, and then sort of snowball it from there.
So that's our challenge, not our challenge. That's our feel good
commitment to ourselves, really,
without all the pressure. Because big deal, we sway anyway slightly. We're going to let you know, because that's the whole point of this, is that for ourselves, we're going to share a journey from day 1 to day 30, and who knows, maybe we'll continue doing it, just to let you know how we're doing and how we feel.
Definitely will. Like, we may not have a challenge that we're going to post about every day, but we're definitely, this is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
This is like a life hack, essentially.
So let us know what you think. Any comments are appreciated, or questions that you have. If you want to know who we're listening to, we'll be sharing a lot of stuff and educating you anyway, but any questions that you have, feel free to post.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Jack's going to share all about his health journey and specifics on how he's managing his diet and body. And we're going to be sharing things about soul and things that we know about mind, all of that in later segments.
Excellent.
Thanks so much for listening. Bye. I always do the stupid thumbs up. But whatever.